And how you guys doing today? Today is Tuesday, 12/18, star date 2018. Yeah. So you see this picture here and a pile of bodies in front of it. That's what those people represent. Death. These aren't kind people. These are sick psychopaths that create problems. Yes, these people are the problem creators. Yes, including a whole slew of them that you don't see in this picture. International bankers, international clique. Yes, we know what that clique is. It's been around for a long time. They're destroyers of everything that they touch. That's right, because they want to rule the world. And we know who those people are. I don't have to say what group they are. We're starting to figure it out, aren't we? And most of us are starting to realize the little clique, international clique, what they're doing. And your game is up. And you guys know it, but you're going to run for the gusto. You're going for... You're going to run the gauntlet, man. It's either everything or nothing. And this is your mindset. So, I'm going to read something somebody posted on my comments. Thank you very much. I appreciate that very much. That was very kind and very reminding of our place, where we stand. Where we stand. Not them. We, people on the planet. Not the elite, because... if the majority rules, well, we're the majority, and they're the minority, and they're going to have to listen to us. And it's going to come a day that they're going to have to listen to us, or fall to the beckoning, just like that pile in front of them. They'll become one of those. And most of us don't want that to happen, but these people are going to push it to the limit that will happen like that. I don't want it to happen like that, but it's going to happen like that, because this is all these people know. So, besides the rest of the world, I'm going to read this now, and then I'm going to end it, and I'm going to put down in the bottom the link, and I suggest anyone that cares anything about their country called America should sit down and seriously think about where your country's going. And what is your duty to stop it as a single human being? And until you get it through your head that something is going to have to be done, nothing is going to get done. And don't say to yourself, I'm only one person, I can't do nothing. Well, one person sure can do more than you can believe. And one ant may not be able to carry that rock, but 1,000 ants can. And once we come together, they're nothing. And they know it. That's what they're afraid of. Their biggest fear is the people to stop fighting amongst themselves and gather together, and then they become the monster against them. These people have massed tons of resources, embezzled billions, if not trillions of dollars, so that they have all of the resources to do what they're doing on a global scale, ladies and gentlemen. They're the sickest people that walk the planet. All of us know it. We all know it. But we keep playing the game, going around, hoping it's going to get better, hoping the next guy that lies to us is going to change things. And then we come to find out that they're just another liar like the last person that got up there with the many promises of the future that never arrived. You can't promise a future today and then expect it to arrive when that time comes. All you can do is in the present. Remember that. They have us stifled by believing in the future. So we do nothing right now. And by the time that time comes, whatever they were doing, it's accomplished. And that's why the things that they promised us never arrived. So we shell out all this money. We don't mind getting screwed with more taxes, more bailouts for people that are too big to fail. What are we talking about here? We're talking about a criminal organization is what we're talking about. And we don't want to admit it to ourselves that we're dealing with a bunch of criminals in three-piece suits and ties. Yes, traveling all over the world, making havoc, creating chaos and problems. This is what these people do. We're not doing it. These people are doing it. The very people that you see in charge. They are the instigators of the problems. Can't blame it on nobody else, and we can't blame it on ourselves. Here we go. I am going to read this and close this for this morning. I'm not going to get long-winded. Thank you very much. The American people need to step up to the plate and do what our Declaration of Independence demands of us. Demands. Yes, it demands it. It is our required, that is a requirement for every American in this country, what I'm going to read. And as a matter of fact, I'm about 18 or 20 generations in this country from the 1600s. One of my relatives also was the signer of the Declaration of Independence. One of three in Georgia. I can also prove that fact. Not many of us bloodlines like that left in this country. Here we go. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed, which we govern them. Yes, we're their bosses, without a doubt, and we can fire them, grab them by the back of their fucking necks and throw them out of the fucking seats that they sit in at any time we wish to do so if they don't follow the pecking order. And most of the people in America that have sworn an oath has violated that oath in office and has committed treason. And I'm going to finish reading that 1 second. I have to interject this. Anybody that takes that oath and stands up there and abdicates or insinuates or tries to get people to go against anything that they swore an oath to, that is an act of treason, and they need to be removed out of their seat immediately, without due process. Once they say, I want to ban this, I want to do this, I want to ban that, that it goes against any of our precepts in the Constitution or in that Bill of Rights. They have just committed an act of treason because they swore an oath to protect and defend those things. So they can't even insinuate publicly to anybody, to the public. Only the public can come to them and say, we don't want this no more. We don't want that no more. And they still cannot get up there and go, yes, we need to get rid of. No, that's not how it works, ladies and gentlemen. These guys, remember, they work for us. They have to do what we ask of them. They can't even insinuate or make it that we did it, but they actually incited it. Okay. That whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, which we're seeing, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it and institute another government, a new government, laying its foundations on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to their effort, their safety, and happiness. Prudence, indeed, will dictate that government long established should not be changed for light and transient causes. And according to all experience hath shown, that mankind are much disposable to suffer, while evils are sufferable, that too right themselves to abolish the forms to which they are accustomed. But when a long train of abuses and usurpations, pursuing variable the same object, evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. Such has been the patient suffering of the colonies, in such how necessary which constrains them to alter the form or system of government. The history of the King of Great Britain is a history of repetitive injuries and usurpations, all having a direct object, the establishment of an absolute tyranny over these states. To prove this, let facts be submitted to be into a candid world. We need another declaration of independence, a declaration to excite ourselves from this, extricate ourselves from this current predatory, and it is a predatory government right now we have today. This is where we need to start American solidarity movement like they're doing in Europe. And I'm going to put that list down. You read the list of grievances the colony had against the king at the time back in the 1700s. Many of the similarities, if not even more abuses, we could add to that list on the Declaration of Independence, ladies and gentlemen. You keep playing this game, and we're going to be in big trouble. And if we keep allowing them to accomplish their goals, we won't be able to do that. And I'm telling you, that's a fact right now. We do actually have limited time, believe it or not, when it comes down to these kind of fundamentals and facts of reality. So our time is running out. We have been warned. We have a document that demands us to do what I just said. I read it to you. I would recommend you to pull up that, click on the link down below and read the Declaration of Independence and what it means. And what do you think that those guys went through when they did that? All hell broke out. Most of those people were murdered by the very people that they were trying to escape from. And unfortunately, some of our founding fathers, I hate to say this because it's a sad reality to think about it, but we had quite a few traitors that signed the Declaration of Independence. But unfortunately, in those days, it didn't get stopped. And since then, this is what we're seeing from the aftermath of it. And other evil minds have gotten involved. But please just go down to the link and click on it, read it, and compare it to what's going on. See the reality for what it is. Have a nice day.